So this video is going to cover some things like warning about certain things. Like here we have rebel, and rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft. So here you have a Christian website promoting rebellion. This CD, the Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. So loving the money is the root of all evil. And it talks about even for some of those people that coveted after the money have erred from the faith. So promoting rebellion and thinking about the students rebelling in the classroom, or people rebelling against the laws, people rebelling against parents. It's not good. And then since I warned about doom, and someone thought, oh, this isn't by design. Well, we have something to prove it here. We have mortal sin. Now, mortal sin is kind of more like Catholicism theology, where they believe they set the rules of some mortal sins, and being that they kind of make up the rules of what a mortal sin might be, where you couldn't maybe get right with God. Now, there probably are, the Bible does talk about a sin unto death. So the idea of that is, I'd say, a sin unto death, if you want to call it mortal sin, biblical, but mortal sin, if you're going through Catholic theology, they're going to kind of make up a list of sins that, would be mortal sins. That's not always biblical. But you see here the goat, and I'm not 100% sure why they're obsessed with the goat, but, it represents Baphomet or Baphomet, Satan. So I don't know, a lot of times Satan's with horns and stuff, and kind of like a goat, and there's probably reasons behind that, but I think I covered it in a different video. I don't really want to cover it. But, I mean, if this doesn't get proven, then this is more like a typical view of a demon or Satan. But no, that's how it's like all blood. I mean, some games have blood and violence, but like they're taking it to a new level here. So like I'm thinking when you get into like Satanism and the cult, they're like obsessed with violence or something, and just the imagery seems grotesque, and I don't want to show too much of it. But then you have the angel here. Kind of remember Satan transforms himself to an angel of light, so that's why we had an angel here. He's going to sometimes come across as being pleasant or in different forms. And then new light, it's not above light, this is darkness. And we have things where people call darkness light, and it said a new ritual. So they do like different rituals in Satanism, witchcraft and stuff. So I mean, I don't want to show too much here, but you just get an idea of it. So like and then you have games that you might, sorry about that, games, Diablo, another satanic game, Hades, and not sure why Hades 2 didn't get many reviews, and like Hades 1 though, if you look at it, 250,000 reviews, and it's all about hell and Satanism and stuff like that. So they have other games related to this. A lot of times Dungeons and Dragons is related to like witchcraft and Satanism. So just kind of, or vampires you saw here. Sometimes they use skeletons or witches, kind of like dressed in hoods. Kind of reminds me of a little Red Riding Hood with the red cape there. I don't know if there's a connection. I don't know what this is, but so you're being warned here. I thought I'd do one more video, and I haven't clicked on this, but Tower of Babel, that's from the Bible. So people that want to say, oh, well, this is just by chance or something, like they're not doing this on purpose. Like someone commented in the Doom video, that's not true. Here you see, I don't know if it's going to load, but Tower of Babel, and if I can click on this one's, maybe I get it through this way to show that. I don't know if it's going to show again or not, but the Tower of Babel game here. Let me go back. And then, oh yeah, this game is, they make it like a Bible story, and they, Binding of Isaac, and 300,000 people, and, it's a story in the Bible, but, it represented, the Binding of Isaac represented, the son being, you know, willing to be sacrificed for sins, but the Bible says God himself will provide a lamb. So, and that was Jesus Christ who died. And here in this game, it's just kind of taken it and it's trying to twist it to make it something like bad or demonic. And it said they had that Tower of Babel game that probably is not going to load here. Oh, here we go. And, you know, chaos and this Tower of Babel, like they're promoting, it's something from the Bible times. You know, there was this Tower of Babel in the Bible, and people tried to get together and kind of like, you could say, like ascend and almost take on God, and God destroyed the Tower of Babel. But here they're kind of promoting it in a video game. And then if we go to, you see it's like witchcraft in here.